let me share a few stories. Once I lived on a sailboat with my family. We were sailing to an island we'd never been to before. We sailed out of sight of land. We had to trust the maps and just move toward the island. As we sailed closer, in distant haze, the island slowly became clearer and took form. This happened repeatedly with the physical act of sailing, and figuratively as we adjusted our expectations and plans for the journey home. As we move forward, it will emerge. Several years later, I went on a study abroad to the UK. I wanted to travel around afterwards, but I didn't have a plan. I decided rather than having a rigid schedule, I wanted to adjust easily to new information and friendships formed during the study abroad. I ended up traveling around Europe for 5 weeks after my program ended. First with a couple of new friends, then going wherever I had a connection to stay for free. Often I didn't know where I would be the next week. Sometimes I was nervous, but I took regular stock of my resources, and the further I traveled, the more connections I made. More places were offered for me to stay at than I had time to visit. I stayed calm, and things worked out. As we move forward, it will emerge. I heard a Steve Jobs quote once that says essentially the same idea. He said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. You have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever." I'm not saying you should sit at home waiting for things to happen, but I do think it's okay not to have every single step charted out. I'm graduating this semester, and I'm not really sure what's going to happen next, but I'm not stressed. Whatever happens will probably be fine, maybe even amazing. Work hard, but breathe easy. The dots will connect. It will emerge.